All right. Make sure this isn't. Good afternoon. It's Wednesday afternoon, day after my bench press last night. My puppy just threw me off. Okay. So I'm going to recap this week's session. We'll update what's going on. Meet on October 25th in Massachusetts. And yeah, it's a RPS meet, and I've never done an RPS meet before, so first time using this, competing in this federation, so don't know much about it, read the rule book, but I'm excited for it and to experience a new federation. I've watched videos of other meets, and it looks like a good time, so I'm excited for the 25th. I have 6 sessions left now. Last week it was Labor Day weekend, and I went out of town for a night, and with my girlfriend and our puppy and her family, and then drove back. And Monday I just wasn't feeling great, and I hadn't been feeling really good. My daughter was sick, and I think she gave me something. But anyways, wasn't feeling great, so I decided to postpone it till Tuesday, the bench session. And then I was going to do it Monday this week, but I wanted the extra day, the 7th day, to rest, because I was feeling just the same thing, not quite ready Monday. And, I only have now one more session of 6s for a while. So I want to make the most of them and make the most progress I can. But I always want to do that every session. So I took another day, so I took the full 7 days like I normally would. And then we'll see next Monday. I'm going to try to bench. If not, I'll do Tuesday again. But I think I'm already feeling a little bit better today than I did per se last week. So doing the accessories. I did actually last week. I wasn't feeling good, so I benched Tuesday. I did some back on Wednesday, and then I took Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. I took 5 days off, which I haven't done in I don't know, May, June, July, August, for 20 weeks, 16, 20 weeks. So I'm getting pretty good at listening to my body and knowing the difference of show up and, still being able to perform, and when I'm feeling, and it's more mentally too, when I'm mentally out of it, I know that I should rest a little bit more. So I just I was really run down, really tired, and I'd sleep decent during the night, and then during the day I could sleep for another 5, 6 if I wanted to. I could sleep all day. So I said, maybe I should take a little rest and let myself recharge. And I did. And I think it was the right call, because Monday, or yesterday, Tuesday, Tuesday, I had a phenomenal session. So we'll get into the numbers. I did 375. I started with 375. The week prior, I started at 370, went up to 375, and then this week I started at 375. And Jam's been he wants me to learn what it's like to have 34 or 35 total reps in a session, and then wait an entire week, go through the 3 near max singles, let's say it's 35 total reps. That means that the first 5 sets I got 6, the last set I got 5. So then the next week I have to do the 3 near max singles, 5 sets of 6. And then when I'm at my most fatigued, tired of the session, which is going into the last set, I have to perform. That's when I have to beat myself. And there's a certain level of mental toughness that goes into that. I mean, waiting all week. This program requires every week to be better than I was the previous week. So there is. It's not an easy program to follow. There is some pressure because every time I show up to the gym, I beat myself from the previous week. And so knowing that and knowing I have to do all these 5 sets of 6 again, and just the last set, I get that one last rep, that could be a bit of a mind fuck. So he wants me to go through that, but the issue is I keep getting, well, not the issue, but the thing, I keep getting stronger. And when it seems like we're getting to that point, like I think it was 370 or 365, 370 around there. We thought we were there, and then we weren't. Now I'm up to 380, and the last 2 sessions went up 5 pounds mid-session, and it was the right call. I asked Jam if I could move up, and he had to think. Usually he doesn't think about it, but he had to think about it, and ultimately decided that he didn't want to kill my enthusiasm. He's been doing this for a little over 30 years, and 95%, most of it with most people is trying to motivate them, trying to get them to stay on track, get the best out of them, and there's nothing wrong with that, because to most people they have other priorities other than lifting weights. It's like the 5th, 6th, 7th priority in their life. It's not the first or the second. But he spends a lot of time doing that. So he said, when I get someone that is chasing that, I don't want to stay at 375 and get all 6 sets of 6 because it's going to be too easy. I want to work hard, so I want to add more weight. And it's not like an ego thing where I want to add more weight so I look cooler. I want to add more weight because I want to push to failure and keep the intensity high every session. He doesn't want to kill that. So I've been adding mid-workout, which is good, but I mean, I still haven't hit that point where, I'm getting 1 rep at a time, week by week. It might happen for a week or 2, and then the strength shoots up again. So, that's why I really enjoy working with Jam, because he doesn't, he thinks. He doesn't, it's not black and white. This is it. He has guidelines, rules, principles, but then within that he adapts and thinks and meets people where they're at. And so I really feel comfortable being able to tell him, hey, I want to go up. And even if he said no, my feelings wouldn't have been hurt. I would be like, okay, well, that's just not the right thing to do, because I trust his judgment. So, but yeah, so I got 1 more left next week. I'm going to start at 380. I'm going to smash through 3 sets of 6, and I need that 3rd set to be fast, because if it's not fast and good, I want to go up to 385 and hit 6. That just sounds like a nice number to end at. I ended at 345 last meet prep for my March meet when I transitioned into triples. So being at 385 would be 40 pounds higher than that. For a 1 meet prep, that's pretty darn good to add to my bench, just the 6 rep max. And then I'll be curious to see how the triples translate. I ended at 400 for 3 last cycle. So I want to see, does that mean if I'm 30, right now I'm 35 pounds ahead, so I won't say 40 yet until I do it, but I'm 35 pounds ahead. Does that mean that I'm going to end at 435 for 3 on the triples? Or is my body going to adapt and I'm going to end at 440 or 445 or 450? Or is it going to be harder and I'm only going to end at 425? So I'm curious to see how it translates, because I can see patterns now on my numbers in terms of what weight increases, and I'm getting better at weight selection at meets because of it. So I'm curious just to see how that gain in my sets of 6 translate into my triples, and then how the triples, because I did 400 for 3 and I got 430 at that meet, so 30 pounds higher. So it's interesting to look at the patterns, and so we'll see. But either way, I am up 35 pounds, and I want to get up to 40. I want to do 385 for 6. So the only way I'm going to be able to add 5 pounds to the bar is if the first 3 sets I make them look easy. I say, Jam, I need to go up 5 pounds. So far, every time I've done that, I've gotten the set of 6, and then the last 2 really freaking close, which you'll see from last night. I mean, it's inches away from lockout. I just couldn't snap and punch my triceps and finish it. So I'm going to do, on my tricep day now, I'm going to switch from JM press back to floor presses with chains. I guess I'll do, I got to map it out, either 1 or 2 weeks of 6s, and then the rest triples heavy to help with that lockout strength, because I've 2 weeks in a row now I've missed the lift with less than 5 inches to lockout. I mean, it's really it's stupidly close, and it's pissing me off a little bit. So I'm gonna go back to floor presses with chains to try and get that heavier weight, because it's heavier than the JM press, and really focus on being able to punch at the end and lock it out, because that, I'm moving my shoulder, which people will do, and I sometimes do. It was like, I think I moved a little bit, but it doesn't get me any closer to lockout. It's all the triceps and being able to snap that elbow. The elbow needs to be locked out, and the lift is complete. It doesn't really matter where the shoulder's at. So I try to keep them pinned back. So yeah, I'm gonna do the heavy triceps and work on that, because they're so damn close to being lifts. But it's still progress, because I feel like I'm getting away from where I just go, I bench, and I do a rep, and it's kind of slow, and then the next rep I go down and just boom, hit a wall, and it stops. Now it feels like I'm getting through that wall and eking closer and getting a little bit better at grinding the weight out. So yeah, that's the plan. And then once the meet's over, done competing for the year, and do a diet, and other than the fact I know I'm going to be losing weight, I'm not sure if I'm going to do anything else like I did last time, where I tried to get my triceps stronger too. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet, or just focus on the weight loss, but that's down the road. I still have this meet ahead. Yeah, so far things are looking good. Numbers I'm pleased with, but I want to if I get that 385 up to that on Monday or Tuesday when I bench again, that's going to be the icing on the cake for me. So anyways, that is it for now. And yeah, I don't know. I never really know how to close these. So bye. I'll see you next week. Yeah, I'll make a video next week. I'll see you next week.
Showing deep happiness of thought. Good. Big race. Hold it right back up. There you go.
Come on, Bo.
Big race.
Come on, boy. Yeah.
Good.